So you are making the argument, and others in the Trump camp are making the argument, that the polls are all wrong, that people are going to be shocked, that these pollsters, I would imagine, are going to be out of business if they're all wrong.
Well, they have been before.
Come November 9th. What are you basing that on?
Okay. I sat here at Fox, and then I went over to NBC and CBS in 2008, and none other than some of your bosses told me the election was over and the Fox poll showed that Kerry was going to be the president. I was on NBC with Senator Kennedy, and Tom Brokaw and Senator Kennedy were picking the Kerry cabinet. It was over. The exit polls had him winning. They had him winning Pennsylvania by 19, and this one by...
And then Ohio happened.
And then Ohio happened. I'm sorry. I don't believe in polls. Every election I ever won, I outperformed the polls. Even ones I lost. I was down by 12, I lost by 3. I was down by 4, I won by 4. I was ahead by 12, I won by 18. So I've always overperformed the polls. They've never been accurate in my case.
All right. So what about ground game? Because, you know, that's the big argument for Hillary Clinton.
And this is states.
I understand. But, you know, Florida, Ohio, Iowa, Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, looks like it's going for her. But then he's got to have either New Hampshire, Colorado, or Wisconsin.
Well, exposure there. So he spent, the reason that Florida flipped, and he's now 3 points ahead, is he spent 3 or 4 days there. He got his message out there.
Are there enough days left in this calendar, though, to get to all those states?
There's enough time left, and then he's got a couple of surrogates like me, and we'll separate out. I'm going to spend the weekend in New Hampshire. I'm going to actually go from Dallas, where I have to give a speech, to University of North Texas.
Why Texas is on the bubble?
Oh, I just talked to one of my good friends in Texas who says that's the biggest joke in the world. They can't find... They can't find a Hillary supporter in Texas, or somebody who's willing to be a Hillary supporter in Texas. But I'm going to be in Texas tomorrow. Then I'm going to go to Nevada, Colorado, and come back through New Hampshire. And I'll do my own campaigning, so it won't be the 10,000 that he gets, but maybe I can get 2,000 or 3,000.
Listen, call us from the road, because we would love to hear from you how things are.
And then I think he's got a surprise or two that you're going to hear about in the next 2 days.
All right.
I mean, I'm talking about some pretty big surprise.
Oh, yeah, I heard you say that this morning. What do you mean?
You'll see.
Stay tuned. Rudy Giuliani. You're lucky because we got to go. I'm out of time. Otherwise, I keep pressing you.
We're not going to go down, and we're certainly not going to stop fighting. We've got a couple things up our sleeve that should turn this around in a way that even the liberal pollsters will get to see it.
Rudy Giuliani.